So even before the game starts, all right, you got in, you got 100 Mercedes, refillable, and your warding totem. So uh, where do we want to start? Where are we looking to spend objectives? The mid
Wait,
lane is going to be pretty hard to gank. Their top lane is also going to be hard to gank, and we don't really
bot
need to,
lane.
right? Yeah, we want to go bot lane.
Yes.
Top lane is kind of worthless because even if we win for Nasus, Nasus is slowly stacking anyways. Like we could get him
Yeah.
ahead potentially, but he's just going to outskill Maokai no matter what. And if we
Yeah.
go and mess things up, then Nasus loses a lot of stacks and whatever. Um, Fizz, Vel'Koz. Fizz is actually really strong into Vel'Koz. We also want to avoid that just because Vel'Koz can pretty much do nothing to deal with Fizz.
Yes. True.
So even if we get him ahead, Vel'Koz is still at the mercy of Fizz for the whole game. So we don't want to spend resources. So we pretty much want to spend resources on the bot lane or in shutting down the enemy jungler, whichever one we can do. Um, so I'm thinking that Warwick's really important to get his blue. It's very, very important that he has his blue. He's pretty much a worthless champion without it. So anything you can do to steal his blue, crazy good setback. It's a little dangerous to do, obviously, and you have to know the enemy champions, but
Mm-hmm.
um, we could I would definitely try to get vision of his blue back, maybe get a sweeper, and try to steal it if I can. I might start my red and then go straight to his blue and try to steal it. We call this vertical juggling. So let's see what you do. Okay, so we're not, we stopped here, but we actually want to make it to here. They don't
All
really
right.
have anyone you're too worried about. We want to see the area, um, especially if you could get like Vel'Koz or Nasus. At least make it like a 2v2 in here. Um, or Blitzkrieg, like, especially once you see this. When you see this, oh, go, go,
Yep.
go, go. Paying for these guys to back off. You don't care about Blitz getting an early hook. Like, we don't want that. You
Mm-hmm.
you could have tried for that. That is a possibility, but we don't really want that. So right now, so right here, the same thing when we see the jungler on the opposite of the map, we want to like go
Invade.
counter
Yeah.
jungle. Even at the
Yes.
beginning of the game when we see them trying to invade like that, let's go get some vision. We now see their entire team. All 5 of them are here. This is
Yep.
Nautilus Hook. They're all here. You should. This is like, oh my god, juicy. Get that vision in here. But instead, you are backing.
No, no. I was. I think. Yeah.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay. Right. You're like, let's go. All right, that's good.
All right. Yeah.
What we could have done is we could have put vision down there, and then we could have
True.
gotten
Yes.
a red shrink to make
I
sure that.
hesitated. I hesitated. I hesitated for a few minutes, few seconds. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. No, that was pretty good. That was
It's.
still good.
Yeah.
But taking his blue buff is a huge thing.
Minions have spawned.
So I took my red first. I think. Yeah, I did.
Okay. So what you could have done though, in the future, you can run in and put your ward down immediately, back,
Yes.
swap to
Okay.
trinket. You'll still make it to your base in time.
Mm-hmm.
But then what it means is one, you have vision to know he didn't start here, and then two, you have counter vision to make sure when you go to steal it that you are not spotted at all. The only way they
Yeah.
can see you is if they also knew.
What? Yeah.
Um, if they just happen to be there, they just guessed that you vertically jungled. But that's why you back and get that red trinket because it'll be up in time for you to go engage. Also,
Yes. True.
I think that won't be up in time. I don't know what the cooldown on that is. 14
Like
seconds?
8 setting? I know 14. Yeah. 12. Yeah. I think 12.
14. It was 15 or 14
14.
seconds. 16 seconds. So it's not going to be up in time entirely, but that's fine. It does come up in time. It's a bit interesting here. I think you're trying to like help out Nasus not to take
Yeah.
damage, but Nasus has inbuilt lifesteal and Doran shield, so just let him tank this for you. Your knockback should help out in general, but this, you know, little 50 health that you've already taken of damage, you didn't need to. I guess it's 30, but
Well, see, I can still life steal because I have the machete.
that too,
You
right?
know.
Right.
Yeah.
Graves can take these
Kite.
big
Yeah.
buffs without taking any damage, 0 damage.
True. Yes.
Proper kiting
I
with
can.
Graves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I kite my my camps properly, so
That
I
was good.
can save time. Yeah.
Yeah, you kite it over here so you can walk that way, which is perfect.
Mhm.
But we don't have that red trinket, so we're dangerous here, right? If they were smart,
Yes.
if Fizz or anyone on the match put a ward here, which I do. When I have an enemy Graves, they love to do this vertical jungle. I will put a ward here, or I will put a ward here.
Yes.
So this move right here is dangerous. We've made a mistake. Because we don't have that red trinket, the enemy could be here. Do you have water walking? Why are you fast?
Yeah, I do have one more walking. Yeah.
Okay, that was good.
Basically, what happened is, so Warwick took my. He's trying to took my blue, right? He's trying to take it, and I missed my smite here for some reason.
Ooh.
I
Okay.
didn't press smite there. Okay, that's my mistake. My first mistake.
Yep.
I think I died here. This is where I lose 1v2, 2v2. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that you would have been better if you'd gone in here and just dashed out. You forced a 2v2
Oh yeah,
here.
it's true. Yeah,
Nasus
that's my
is kind
fault.
of doesn't exist, and Warwick is strong at this point.
Yes, he killed me here actually. He got a triple kill, I think. Yeah, he did got triple kill.
It just
So
gets
yep. Yes, it's so nasty.
yeah. See, because he got the red off of you, so Nasus is
Yep.
gonna die. Nasus
But
flash, but
that's actually my
too
my
late.
fault because I didn't smite. I hesitated the smite, even though he messed up his smite, and then I hesitated, and we lose that fight.
Oh, you didn't even use your smite. I thought that.
Yes,
Oh, jeez, yeah. Had
I
you taken
fucked
that,
that
that
up.
would have been huge.
Yes, it
He
is
would have been
actually
out of
huge,
mana
but
this whole time.
yeah, he missed his smite. You see, he missed his
I
smite,
did see it. Yeah,
and
I
then
did see it.
yeah, and then I
I just
fucked
thought
it
that was
up
your
for some
smite.
reason.
I thought that was your
It's not
smite. You
my
said you
it's
fucked
not
it
my
up, but I
yeah.
thought it was your smite that you missed.
Yeah.
Um,
He fucked it up, yeah, not me.
but yeah. Well, you both did,
Yeah,
right?
my fault. Yeah, my fault. My bad.
But mistakes like that are big. Like,
It is big.
I'm gonna turn on the enemy's fog of war. So it looks like he just got lucky there. Um, he just happened to know that you were gonna try to do that. So
So basically, what happens? Warwick was in my blue side, right? He was my blue side, and then he got killed, and then my ADC took my blue. Then I tried to take this.
right.
That's what
But he
happened.
came
So
he
yeah,
came straight to it. He should have been level 1, so
yeah,
he should be able to outsmite him.
yeah. But
So
I messed up.
yeah, so
I
that's a huge
hesitated.
mistake,
Yeah,
right? Yeah, so like
yeah. You should say yeah.
paying attention to that, knowing that he died, knowing that he can only be level
Yes,
1,
true.
and that you have the smite advantage. Like you straight up have like he can't do anything. You need to play more aggressive. You backed off a lot in that fight. Had you played more aggressive, the top laner and you, no one was level 2. Like let's go back and watch that fight. But you would have
Yes.
been the only level 2 person here. Level 1,
Yeah,
and you're
level
level
one.
2. But had you gotten this smite here,
And probably I put the ward wrong. I should put the ward in the bush, right? Probably in the bush. I would
potentially.
say.
He just walked
Yes.
straight in. It wasn't because he was the bush. He just walked that
Yeah, I just
direction.
probably my fault is I hesitated, you know? Sometimes when you're like, no,
Yeah.
not that, and then you just hesitate, yeah.
So we see we're level 2. Like level 2 is such a huge advantage.
True.
Like such you not only level 2 but level 2 and
I
red
backed up.
buff.
I got scared a little bit there, for honestly. I
Like
got
this
scared.
time you're shooting
Yeah.
the buff too. You can shoot him now. He's tanking it.
Yeah. And then he messed up his smite, and then I didn't smite any Q. I think he queued it.
Yeah. I mean,
I
regardless,
fucked up so good.
your smite is stronger than his there. So he only now he's level 2. But if we go back a second,
It was like 450,
390
400. I
and
did
yours does
390.
410. So you do 20 more damage in the smite. So like it should be easier for you to beat him out. Like you should be able to beat him there. All right, so like we know we made a mistake. Like like obviously mistakes happen. Let's see how you deal with this. But in the future, use your level advantage here, especially when the enemy jungler is level 1 and you're level 2. Oh my God, take that
Yep.
fight. When you have buff, be more aggressive here. At level 2, at the beginning of the game, when you do a vertical jungler, you are the
Yep.
strongest champion in the game. No one else is level 2. You
True.
are the strongest champion right now in the game. Act like it. Not only that, but Graves is a very strong level 1 and 2 champion generally.
Yeah, true. That's true.
But yeah, the other thing is that we should be aware that if he died to get the blue, we talked about how important the blue is. We do know that he probably wants to come over here to get the blue.
Yes, sure. Yeah.
But anyway, so we'll go through this. All right. Another thing is like we're watching our lanes. We want to see like how things are going. Can I do this? Does this work? No, it doesn't. I can do that. Doesn't really help me the way I want it to. But let's go back to our view. But yeah. So your dash there was also kind of bad. So let's talk about that dash.
All right.
So you could have gotten out from Warwick with the proper escape here.
With the
But
the pit.
this dash, you dash into melee range of Maokai, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you could have just walked into that range and then dashed out. But instead you dashed and then just got stunned. But if you
I
still
think I
had your
freaked out. Yeah.
yeah, I think you just just like calm down, take a breath. I
Yes.
noticed that some people get really hyped up when they play ranked.
Yeah, because this was my first time again. That's why I got kind
Yeah.
of scared because I didn't play rank for like a month and I didn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? It's
Next
like
time you start ranked, in the loading screen when you feel that amped up, like you feel real amped, I
yes,
want you to count out 10 seconds and just breathe in and out. Maybe even the first 30 seconds of the game, just really focus on your breathing.
yes,
Like calm your breathing. It'll make you play so much smarter. Like write that down. That's gonna be the
yeah.
first tip. We're gonna write it down. I'm gonna write down the tips here for you. Rainier, coach. So the first thing I would say, relax at start of game. Take 30 seconds to focus on breathing. Okay, so that's like when you feel that ampness, especially when like I bet you also felt, oh shit, I messed up big. My enemy jungler got a
Yes,
triple kill, and you were even more amped up. You're like, I have to come back. I have to I have to fix the damage that I've done. That's not the way you need to go about feeling it. You need to understand now you're behind.
mm-hmm.
You're not trying to win by making crazy plays. You're trying to play smart and safe and extend the game. Does that make sense? So you are
Yes,
no
it is.
longer trying to make flashy plays where you outplay the Warwick somehow, even though he's 3 kills up on you. We don't try that. We are
Yeah,
just
you just
focused on, yeah. All right, so you get that. Oh, I think you also could have gone out there. That little misstep right there is a huge part in how you die.
I think this is my first game, right? I just woke up and then eat and then first game. I think I just tried
It's
rank. Yeah,
it's totally fine.
yeah. Okay.
All right.
So I think Velkos died too. He's trying to help
Vel'Koz
me help
does,
us out.
yeah, he does die as well. Right, but all right, this is good play. We're using our mobility to jungle quickly. It does that just reloads one shell, right?
It is, yeah.
Okay. I don't have too much time here, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
go a little fast. All right. Okay, we're playing, we're doing stuff. Are we watching the map here? So like we're seeing these guys are pushed up.
Yes.
Warwick started his blue and got all these kills, so he probably back to buy. He's probably getting his red buff. Where's he heading
I
next?
think I pinged it. I think he's going red side for sure.
Well, of course
No,
he's
no,
going
no,
red side, but he's going straight for your bot lane. He's gonna get
no, no,
red
no.
buff and he's
Wait,
gonna go
wait.
straight for your bot lane.
He's on. I think he's on scuttle right now for sure. I think I pinged the scuttle because he didn't take it yet.
Okay, so where do you think he was right now?
Scuttle.
Okay, let's see where he was. All right, he's on his top side. So he hasn't even gone for Scuttle yet. Also,
Close.
really dumb. He's playing that really poorly. So, like, unfortunately, we don't have vision of him. We don't know where he is. But, I would assume that he's on his red buff. And what I would do is I would I would do the clear that you're doing, try to get the Scuttle, see if it's still up, and then just
Probably counter gank, right?
counter gank. We're doing a counter
Yes.
gank to
Yeah.
help out our bot lane, just so they can get away safely. So you do
So I
this.
ping.
That's good.
I took the scuttle and then I think I pinged the top there because I know that he was there because he didn't take the scuttle yet.
Right, he didn't take bot scuttle, but
No,
like
I took the bot scuttle.
no, I know he didn't take bot scuttle, so you know
Yeah,
that he's probably you thinking he's somewhere
yeah,
top lane.
yeah. That's why I ping it. Yeah,
But like ideally, if I was Warwick and I got all those kills, I would either have
yeah.
taken your camps, which is maybe what he did. I didn't see that. He did not. Or he does. He hates both these camps, so that's why he didn't do it. But he should have backed or gotten his wolves. And started to move towards his red buff. I would have backed because I think he has enough gold.
For TM, right?
For Tiamat, yeah. So he's got I don't know how much gold that actually all adds up to and what he's at, but that's kind of stuff that like junglers would know a little bit better. But like it's really important that he gets Tiamat early. It's 1175 because he starts with the 150 off. Okay, this is good. You're just clearing your jungle. Someone pings down here. Unfortunately, I can't turn off the enemies pings. But like we should tell our enemies like, hey, watch out. We do have vision here, so they're a little safe, but
This is my mistake here. I tryna gank the
wait, let's not,
top lane.
yeah,
Okay.
let's not tell me things before they're about to happen.
Okay.
But I do see that you're really low on mana.
Yes.
He's half health,
Mm-hmm.
and Nasus doesn't want to fight.
Mm.
Nasus is happy right where he is.
Mm-hmm.
The wave is pushing into him. There's a cannon, so the wave will continue to push in. He's just content right here getting his CS. He's 12 CS up on his laner, even though he died. Even though his laner got two assists, he's doing a good job.
Yes.
So you show here, which is fine. It'll make Maokai back off.
Okay.
Although you do back in a position where they could probably see you. They probably
Yes.
saw that back. So now Maokai knows that he can play aggressive. You know, maybe you can fake out or whatever, but he also saw you have no mana. You're giving information to the enemy team that says,
Yes.
hey, don't worry about me. I'm a little low on health. I have no mana, and I'm topside. So Warwick's just fine and dandy and happy. If I was Warwick and I saw you there, I would go solo this. He's level 4, probably, and he can take this right now. He can solo the dragon. Luckily, your Vel'Koz is smart and puts a ward down. Thank God Vel'Koz is doing a lot of work.
I think he's a one-trick Valkos too. Yeah, he is. He got like mastery severe.
It's a really hard matchup for him into Fizz. But yeah, okay. So you come here. You're doing a good job with making your paths efficient. Although killing this means that you want to head towards bot lane.
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking for a counter gank or stuff. I was that you that pinged that? Who pinged that? Vel'Koz pings it, which is good. So our backlane, our laners are backing. Like we didn't check their gold. They haven't backed it all yet. We could have looked at their items. We could have known instead of starting wolves, we should have walked to Gromp first, killed Gromp, and then gone to wolves. It would have increased the speed of our clear significantly because then we don't have to backtrack. Because what you did is you came here and then back here when you could have just come here and then gone all the way through.
Okay.
So we'll kill it.
Sense.
We go to clear this. We put down some vision, which I guess is good. It's good clears, I guess. Yeah,
So knowledge was there.
yeah. But he's just gonna clear out, right? Like, there's no reason for you to like focus on this stuff right now because you're not defending anything. Like the turret isn't taking any damage. The wave isn't pushing in. Yeah, it's good to have vision on Dragon, but there was already a ward, and you're backing off, and they're not here, so Nautilus and their laner can easily clear this if Nautilus is playing correctly. You do hide it just inside here, which is a good spot. I also like this spot right here, but that's a good one. So Nautilus could have cleared that. It was probably not the best. You did see someone right here.
Mm-hmm. I
Vel'Koz
pinged
is-
it.
But like this whole time, we're not doing anything useful, right? We've just done this little dance
Yeah,
with the
wasting
enemy.
time for sure. Yeah. I'm actually wasting time here for sure.
And then you get hooked. Okay, we're good. There's no one here to follow up. Oh, Warwick's here. So like we overcommit for sure here. Maybe not.
I
Yeah,
think I saw the
it's
blue.
actually no, it's actually probably good. You're not worried about
Okay.
stealing the blue. It's just that Warwick's here, Nautilus is here, Fizz is missing, and I'm guessing their ADC is in this bush. But it looks
I
like their
saw
ADC
the.
is not. You do get
Yep.
the blue. Warwick has no health. Big mistake by Warwick.
He chose his lead for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of sad.
It's a big mistake, honestly, by their Jinx. I don't know where Jinx was
Yeah.
during this whole thing, but she
Oh
just came
yeah,
back to life.
I think they were flaming him in chat. Yeah, I think I remembered. Yeah.
I think Jinx just took a long time to back. This backing is important. You've done quick back, so I'm not gonna, we don't need to talk about him. Okay, coming straight mid. He's level 6. You're not. There's a good chance he can just dash in and ult you at point blank range and kill you. And Vel'Koz can do almost no damage to him. So he dashes in, but he doesn't ult. Interesting. He still has it, right? Oh no, he used it already. Okay.
Wait, I think I can just actually just take the dragon for free, but I didn't take the dragon.
I don't think you can with that health.
Oh yeah.
And you don't
I guess
have
I
any
just yeah.
refillable charges either. And you just used your smite on the dragon. What's your...
The,
Yeah, you don't
I
have a...
think I have one more. Do
You,
I have
you,
one more?
you will have
Oh
another
yeah.
charge, but, the 2
Oh, it
charges
was
would
too
have made it
late. Yeah.
easier.
Okay, that was a good thing then. And I took the crab. I think yeah.
Crab's good. Vel'Koz is doing a good job of rotating, helping you clear it.
Yeah,
Vel'Koz
Vel'Koz was really
doing a
really
lot
good
of
at
work.
this game.
Yeah, Vel'Koz doing a lot of work.
Okay.
We pretty much want to focus our damage on this one.
Yeah.
But kiting the little guys is important, which you're doing a good job. But like, we're watching the map. Like, this stuff should be second nature. Like, these are little things you can do to improve. You're good enough at it that, like, focus more on it if you want to like become a challenger versus a masters. But you're good enough. There's other things to focus on first.
Yeah, I just always will look at the map like every 2 seconds. You know.
Yeah.
I'd always look at the camp. That's why I know.
Okay, we're doing that good. Well, how many stacks does he have? I can't see. It's behind all this. 81. I probably still wouldn't go in. It
I
just
think it's trying to scare them. Yeah. Scare them away for a bit.
scare him away. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a counter gate here,
I
which is
think.
good.
Oh, alright. I didn't break out here. They dash out. I think you
That's
got
good
out. Yeah.
flash. You were level 6. I believe your ult takes you over the wall, so you could have ulted to get out
No,
there instead.
no, I didn't. I didn't flash. I dash out.
Uh,
Look back. I dash out. That was Maokai's flash. See, and then I dash, and then he
okay.
flash.
Oh, you're right. That was
Okay.
his. No, perfect. Good.
Then he's trying to chase me. There you go.
Yeah, Maokai has his ult probably, but not using it. Does Maokai? Yeah, Maokai does have his ult. Maokai could have done a tech where he casts his ult sideways, and you would have been rooted. So it was a little dangerous to step up there, but Maokai clearly not good enough. I don't know what we're doing here. Are we just like trying to like hope to steal stuff, like playing aggressive? We don't
I don't
know.
know. Because I saw the Vel'Koz and he got ult. I think we can just kill him here. So he got him. I think yeah, he got him.
That's good.
That's why I stayed there for a bit.
Yeah.
Can I get kills here? I think we got him.
So we've killed their top laner and their jungle. What are we trying to do?
I think I
we did this. We did this instead. So
yeah,
we could
I
we
shouldn't
could
just have base. Yep.
no we could
Or
have
you took yeah.
rushed to the
the
Rift
rep.
Hero.
I think I
Especially
got scared a little
especially
bit.
because we have that. Well,
Yeah,
they're all
small
dead,
dragon.
right?
Okay.
Like Fizz is missing, right? But we have vision,
Yeah.
so we can even like we're not too scared. But I think you're gonna back, yeah.
I think I
So
base. Yeah, I base.
so kill plus, right? Like if you get kills, we're looking to get things that
Objectives. Yeah.
objectives that like that multiply our strength. So like you're not just getting the kill, but you're also getting, denying
Creative.
their monsters. Like if he dies, then you want to take his camps, right? Because his camps are worth even more. So you don't want to just kill him and take your camps. You want to kill him, go into his jungle, take his camps, and then, because he's back, you can run away. But then you can back too and then take your camps. Like your camps are still there, but now he's shit out of luck for his camps. But
Yeah.
yeah, so like this or this, like anytime the enemy jungler dies, you need to be, especially like when people on a side of a map, so like top jungle, support ADC, jungle mid, like those are the times where we can heavily look to take objectives.
Mm-hmm.
And again, we did sweep to the trinket, so like we can play safe. Like we can make like risky plays like that safely. Okay, so we've seen him. This guy's low, but does he have his ult? No, he doesn't. All right, so you stopped. You stopped. And oh no.
How did he die? Oh yeah, I think he got shot by Jinx.
Yeah.
So I trying to vision here. Okay. Yep.
Get the experience.
Okay.
This is good.
No, my ball lane just pinged me here because he took all his CS for some reason. Yeah, he picked me here.
That was right. He was wrong.
So we're trying to take the dragon. I was too late. Yep, I was too late for the dragon. Then he ult out into the pit.
Yeah. I mean, Warwick takes it pretty healthily, and there's also would have been 3 people there, so don't worry about that one. I think
He was
that
pinging me.
yeah.
It was somewhere that took all his CS.
Okay, we're watching this fight. Top lane, Nautilus still stacking. He's at 120 now. Nicely done. I don't know what the Vel'Koz is doing. It was not a great play. He should have just walked to the base.
I think he's trying to bait it because he got the. I don't even know how to play Valkaz, but you don't even know how to play.
Yeah, he should have done the exact same thing, but just walked towards turret
Yeah.
instead. Yeah, this guy is telling you what's up. We got the jungler.
Yeah, he was pinging me, so I took it to him. There you go.
But like, you're not making these decisions yourself. Like all the stuff that's happening in this match, you're like
Yes.
getting told to make.
Yeah, because I was like, I told you I didn't know what to do. Like I was like brain dead, you know. It's my first rank again, so
So we
I
don't
was
have
confused
scanner.
a little bit.
Yeah. We can clear out the vision, just like you're gonna do. Nope. So you got the vision, but you didn't clear it. I'm confused by that.
Yeah, my bad. I told you.
And now you can't clear anymore, so now you can't take that at all. Vel'Koz with the pink ward, saving your ass again.
True. Yes. Told you, man. Pog right
Uh,
there.
But yeah, so like bot lanes, everyone's doing well. Like your job now is just to farm basically.
So I think we got him there.
You did use
Oh,
your
we did?
dash early. Fizz could have ulted. Like Fizz, you're not getting punished for your mistakes. But like save your dash for his ult and stuff. Like
Yeah.
Like it's good to use it for resets as well, but
And then yeah.
and to stay in fights. But Nas come down. Nas is pushed in. It's a great time to do this. Your pink was cleared. All right. So Warwick must have been here. Jin's gone. We don't know where Jinx is, but Nautilus is mid.
You see the hook?
Alright, so you're just getting back to your farm, which is good. I don't know. I don't know like what your items are at right now. I can't see your gold and stuff like that. It's kind of unfortunate. What's this replay thing? I wish that I wish that I could just see like actually what you like. Fucking hell! I just want to see how much gold. The replay viewer is so garbage. But yeah, it's good to keep up efficiency on your camps. So this is the right move. But you were topside and then walked here. It might have been good to just back.
Yeah, I
Like,
took. Yeah,
I don't know how much
or
gold you have
maybe
on you, but
I think I got small gold. I've been trying to keep
if you
farming.
have 1,000 gold, always back.
Yeah, always like 1,000 gold. Yeah, I know that. I think I don't have 1,000 gold here. Because I always back when like I have 1,000 gold. So
That's good. Or if you can finish off an important component.
yeah.
Yeah, we're just like looking for free backs. We do know that he's taking that. So you can either try to get up there, right?
Yeah, I think
Or
I tried.
you can go get as much as you can here. Because it's pretty far to get up
Yeah.
there.
Wait, I think yeah, I did.
So we're
Yeah, yeah,
inefficient
I
with our
did.
with our
Yeah.
jungling right here. So we're taking a risk, right? We're
Yes,
saying
sure.
that I can walk all the way up here even though they see
So
me
that's
coming.
yeah, that's where yeah. That's worried, and I think that's worried too. It is worried, yeah. Then I walk here. That's my wrong. Yep.
So yeah, like that whole play was just like that was just really bad.
Suicide. Yep. True. My bad.
So we sacrificed our jungling efficiency to try to make a play. We took the play into 2 people, and they had sight of us coming.
That's pretty bad, I would say.
Yeah, that was a big mistake. So we're gonna add that as a teachable moment. Number 2, you don't have to contest every objective. Okay, you want to contest the objectives you can take. If there's a chance that you can get things, like this was earlier, like you did stay when you were on these Krugs, but you don't need to contest things that like you're probably not gonna get. Just like save your time, count your losses, get a quick back, and like go do something else. It was great because Vel'Koz came, and it was good that you guys are collapsing. But like there, you could have gotten his Krugs. I don't know what the timer on your blue ball. Like I can't see any of the information that you would have while you're playing. But
Maybe because I say I think they tried it.
Blitz is, I don't know who's worse. Where are you right now? I don't see you.
I died. Yeah, remember?
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you died up there. Okay, we're watching this stuff. So anytime we die, anytime we're in base, we're planning our next steps. So Dragon is up in more than a minute. Actually, what, 30 seconds? Yeah, more than 30 seconds. Your whole top side is there. So do we want to gank top or do we want to head towards bot lane? That's
Probably balling.
we want to head towards mid lane, bot lane. So
Yeah.
we probably want to start at our Krugs, then do the Reds, then
Mm.
do the Raptors. Let's see what you do.
I think I run straight at it. Yeah, I think yeah.
So you run straight down here.
Yeah, because they're all there.
So you're just like I want to be in the fights. I'm kill hungry. But like
No. I was trying to get the dragon.
the dragon shouldn't be up
Objective?
for another minute or so.
I think it's up, right? Oh no.
It should turn
No,
orange when there's 30 seconds till it spawns. 15, 30, 15. I forget the exact timer.
Oh yeah, I think I took my red.
Okay,
Did I?
now it's up in 15, I guess.
Yeah.
But like the pathing that you did here, like you could have gotten your red to prepare
Yes,
for the
true.
fight. Like we could have done something more than what we did. So yeah, it should be up in 15 seconds now. I think that's 15 seconds. But that's important to note that the yellow, like when it turns yellow, that means 15 seconds.
Yeah.
I think gray means a minute.
Yeah.
So we get a lot of information from the map. We don't even have to like hit the timers. We don't even have to hit tab because we're just looking on here like continuously. This is good. You kind of force him to stay mid for a second. Vel'Koz already started this like a champ. We dashed here we wasted the dash, right? We want to auto first before we dash because we get another shot.
Yep.
Good smite. Good play. Whenever we go towards objectives like that, we want to sweep. I don't know if I wasn't paying attention if you had it or not. You probably did. We should have known that that was there ahead of time. Especially when you get close to the smite, always cast your it should be part of your finishing off the dragon routine, right? You look at your smite, you see how much smite health you have,
Yep.
and
Then
you
auto,
push down
yeah.
you push down your pink. You should have a pink. I haven't seen you place down any pinks at all this game, so we should work on those. As a jungler, you should have a pink for every single objective you're planning to take. Sometimes you won't have the money. It's makes more sense to buy a longsword or something like that. But for the most part, you should always have something. So I'm gonna say vision, pinks when backing, and scanner when objectiving. Okay.
I think we push mid because we got probably a bot lane in mid. Our mid is so fed, and then our bot lane too.
Oh, you back off here. I don't know. Why did you back off here?
I don't know.
There's just several auto attacks that you could have gotten in a turret. Probably 3 auto attacks that you missed. I see a lot of people standing in the vicinity of a tower, but not auto attacking it because they're scared of the enemies. But they're just as much danger where they're standing anyways, but they're not doing damage to the turrets. Like Vel'Koz is auto attacking the turret, but you are not. I mean, I guess it's a little difference because you have your ammo and it's a little bit, Graves is kind of an edge case in that, but you should be auto attacking that stuff as much as you can.
Yep.
Because had you gotten that 3 auto attacks earlier, maybe you guys could have rotated up here in time to save this turret. So we can give up, right? Like Vel'Koz had control of that. Yeah. I don't exactly know I'm not a top tier jungler. Like I can't give you minuscule things, but I do know that most of the time when you're stealing, you only care about taking the big guy.
Yeah, the big one. That's why I took what I want.
Yeah.
I left it behind because it doesn't give you like big XP and then gold. So
Yeah.
I do that sometimes when I need more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you could have pulled the raptor to here instead
Mhm.
in that last clear, and you would have been able to still kill it before it reset. Like this one you did good. You did a good job. You did the same thing there, so that was really good. That was clean. So we could have like boom gotten here because we have vision too.
Yeah, I try not get in the bush here, in the bot bush. So if the Warwick's trying to gank, I can counter gank.
That Q there was late. We wasted that Q, so we could have had it up for other fights. Like we're low on mana now. Like we keep on using our Q to clear wave from our laners, which means that you are now out of mana for the next fight. Got lucky that you're able to kill him, but good flash by Vel'Koz. This is a good call. I don't think that you could take these raptors. It was good to counter jungle. We were seen, but this guy, good, close. Oh my god. That was way closer than it should have been. We actually took damage from that. He had no mana to get out of there. Alright. Again, where are we going? Where are you heading? What are you thinking right now?
So I'm thinking. I think I trying to go mid, trying to help the Vel'Koz. Trying to get close to Vel'Koz. So if something happens to him, so I can kind of save him. Or
Yeah.
we can trade kills. Yeah, I think that's the plan.
Yeah, so
Because
Baron's
top
up
lane
in
is just keep
45
trialing.
seconds. Baron's up in
Yeah.
45 seconds. You're probably not getting the scuttle. Or the next herald. I don't know when you got the first herald. I wasn't paying attention to the time on it. Usually, like, I'm so much better at keeping track of all this stuff in game. But we're this is kind of a black, but like we don't care about what's going on over here for a bit. So
Mm-hmm.
we can spawn. Let's go grab our buff. Maybe ask Vel'Koz if he wants the buff. And then
I gave him the buff, the blue buff. I gave it to him,
yeah, but we left base, then we walked back to base. What do we
and
get?
then trying to get the ward
Oh, you
because
got
I
some
forgot about.
pinks. There we go. You got
Yeah.
2 pinks. So I usually hold 2 pinks unless I
Yeah.
already have a pink down on the ground. I always want to have the ability to place another pink.
Mm-hmm.
So if I already have one down, I only buy 1 pink. You don't need to have 3 pinks. So you're
Mhm.
wasting current money when you could be doing stuff in the future. But
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I go bot. Yeah. Trying to give him the blue. I think. Yeah. So he's trying to base and then said, I think I pinged this, and then you can give it to him. Yeah.
so you didn't ping it, he pinged it. Unless you
Did he
pinged
ping it? No,
yeah.
no, I pinged it.
You must have
Did I
pinged
ping
the non the like the alt one. Just the one that does the little blue mark.
Oh yeah.
Potentially. I don't know, I can't tell if you did or not. Okay, so we wasted our scanner here. We could have done it a little bit better because we scanned over
Yeah.
our pink ward. Like we had an existing pink ward here. And then we put our pink ward down
For some reason I put a pink word.
while you were scanning,
That's not bad. Yep.
so they can actually see that you put that pink ward down. So they know that pink ward is there now.
Mhm.
Also, when I'm pink warding this bush, I will usually put it on our side to make it a little bit more dangerous, just to, however slightly more
Oh.
dangerous for the enemy to clear it.
Yep.
Especially if they're melee, you can deal a lot more damage to them if they're right there. Blitz can hook them easier and stuff like that. Yep.
Here in the team fight, I think I got a little late in team fight. Yeah.
I mean,
Because I'm trying to
that's fine. If they're making the start to this fight, let's see it. Okay.
so
Really
yeah.
unlucky that he got caught. That was his fault. You should ignore this thing instantly. If you auto attack it again, that was a bad call. Like we should have just been walking in here.
Then that got
At this point, we're just looking at diminishing the loss. We're not looking to get any kills. We can't kill. We're not going to kill anyone here.
Oh yeah, I trying to get a kill here for trade, and I even flashed. I think. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
dashing back in is so bad. So why is it bad? Why do we not want to go back in? Why do we want to back off here?
Because it's bad. It's like, what is it? They all died, and then it's only me and the support, and I trying to kill him. I trying to get a trade of the Vel'Koz, and that's the wrong.
Right. So why is the trade bad though? Because if you get a 1-for-1 trade, that's usually good. Whatever. Maybe you took 2 of these people down.
Yeah.
It's a 2-for-2. Why is that bad for you?
Because we all get behind, and they might actually get banned. They can get banned. Come on.
It's more the fact that
They
a
can get mid
3v2 is much stronger than a 4v3.
Yeah. Yep.
The lower the numbers are, the stronger a lead is. So if you have 2 people versus 1 person, it's a lot harder to do than if you have 4 people versus 3 people. So trading 1-for-1 when you're already down more people is always a bad call.
Look at this.
But yeah, we flat.
I tried. Yep.
I don't know what this was. This was so.
This is so crazy.
So Maokai, when you flash in on him, he almost had as much health as you had when you flashed in. I mean, he just healed 200. But if you know this, the ticks, each tick is 100 health. So right now he has 600 health. You have 1,000 health. But like you're flashing in on someone trying to do 1,000 damage to him. So we should really pay attention to that. And because he's a tank, we should know, and we'll look at this, that he'll have tank items. So he already has 2 things of armor. So, and we can actually hover over this. He's got 100 armor, not even including his base armor. So we can take, do you know how armor works in the easiest way? A whole bunch of people say armor, like armor pen, all that stuff. Like they give you this confusing, like, you know, oh, it has diminishing returns the more armor you buy, whatever. That's bullshit. There's a super easy way to know how much damage you'll do to somebody. If armor is a percentage, so he's got 100 bonus armor. We're just gonna say bonus armor. Let's say he has no regular armor, but we can actually see he's got 223, right? So it says you have 69% reduced physical damage. It's really hard to do that calculation in your head. You can't see how much damage you're gonna do and then reduce it and then try to figure out his health. All you need to do is you need to multiply his health by his armor. Okay, and what do I mean by that? So,
times? Oh, yeah,
so if he's got 223, okay, then we need to increase his health by 223%. And it sounds really hard to do, but it really just means that you need to double it, basically. Double and a quarter. So right now he's got 500 health about. Double, that's going to be,
1,000.
right? But it's more than a double. So it's actually 100 because he already has 100. Like if he had no armor, that's how much health he would have. It's his effect. It's how much it increases it. So this is how much health we're increasing. So we double it. So it's 500 to 1,000, and then a quarter of 500 is like 100. We're gonna say 100. It's 125. We're gonna say 100, right? So he has 100 or 1,000 and 125 bonus health on top of what health we see. I know that whole thing is really confusing, but basically we see he has 500 health. He's got 223 armor, so we double that, so he's got 15. He's got about 1,500 health. We can do that roughly. We'd say, oh, it's about 200. Oh, he's got about 500 health. Double the health and then add it to his existing health. He's got 1,500 health right now. Do you think he can do 1,500 damage? Right? No, that's a lot of health. That's pretty much, that's all of Warwick's health right here. This guy has as much, will take as much to kill as Warwick will. Even though Warwick's got his own stuff. But if Warwick had no armor. Like, that's the crazy stuff. Like, it's these ticks are super, super awesome. And the big ticks are 1,000. So we can tell she has exactly 1,010 health. But she only has 86 armor. So she only has about 2,000 health. This guy has more health than her, and look at how little his bar is. So when you're deciding to go on a fight, and you may not need to know these exact numbers, but you can tell, okay, I would need to do, at least 600 damage if I was doing true damage. But then, oh, he's got a lot of armor, we got to at least double that. And then you're like, ah, shit, I can't do that. Yeah.
Then I died. Dumbass. She suicide there?
Blue team's turret
Yeah, the flash in was a bit much and all that stuff. Had you actually played that out intelligently, you could have had Nasus do like a hard push in the top lane. We got
Yeah,
Dragon
probably,
30
like-
seconds, gonna lose that too.
Yeah, we can, I think we can, just try to, we're trying to distract them so Nasus can actually just get tier 2 turret.
Yeah,
or
so you
tier
could have
3.
stopped. It's called
Yeah.
stopping their backs, but yeah.
Yep. Not mistakes.
This
there,
blitz
you
is
know?
freaking hilarious. So they don't have a jungler. Ooh, this guy. Jesus, the enemy team is ping. Oh, that's your team. Your team is pinging like crazy. Valkar's is smart. He's like, hey, I know that we took their jungler out, good on blitz, so that we should be here to contest. Because they can't take it, even though they have numbers on us, they have to be scared to take it because we're here. And now you're up, and their jungler's dead, so you guys want to take this. Not too bad. I'm sure you know to time with an auto and your Q, you can
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can time
yeah.
them all together to get a larger smite.
I can like auto and then smite, like my smite, my auto's like do 300 damage, and then my smite's like 600, so I can wait for a talent and a thousand, and then auto and then smite at the same time.
Yeah, so something
But sometimes,
a
yeah.
lot of the higher level junglers will do. Your Q and your auto, you're gonna cast it more than once, right? You're gonna use both those
Mm-hmm.
abilities before the end. So
Yep.
you can see how much damage your second Q does. You can see
Yep.
how much damage your autos do, and you can time it. And you like you usually have a good amount of time. It's a little bit more important on Baron where you have a ton of time. But on
Yep.
Dragon, you can practice this. Be like, oh, my auto's doing 300, my second Q did 150, so I have 450 extra damage on my smite. And you should know as a Graves, like I've seen how many games you have on Graves. You should be able to time his second Q explosion to match it all up,
Mm-hmm.
and that'll take you from you'll start winning more smite fights. But you do have to get used to it. You do have to get a little better at it.
I think I'm more like the auto. I think the auto is the best one, so I auto and then smite.
Right, yeah,
But
but you can like
yeah, you can
highest
do the
level
Q. Yeah.
players like it's not
Q. Yeah.
not just the Q. You cast the Q
Yeah. You cast it and then you
and
go by
then
timing.
you time your auto with the explosion because you
Yep.
can't auto and Q at the same time, but you can auto and get the explosion of the Q at the same time, and
Yep.
then smite. But yeah, do
Okay.
whichever
Okay.
one you're
Okay.
comfortable with. Honestly,
Yep.
it's risky to try to do it. But they surrender here. It looks like um don't exactly know why.
I
Uh,
guess they were tilted, and then
yeah,
for some reason they were talking shit in chat.
yeah. The Jinx was pretty behind, but she's a hyper carry, so as long as they stall out the game into the end, they do just fine. They have the ability to kite out Nautilus or Nasus. Maybe they're worried about him or something like that. I don't know.
I just got carried really hard here.
Yeah,
Like actually,
you did make
pretty
a
rough.
lot of big mistakes.
Yeah.
But but yeah. So we're gonna go back. We're just gonna talk in the end. Just things for you to work on that I wrote down. Why is this? Why is this behind this? There we go. All right. So first thing, relax at the start of the game.
Mhm.
Um, why can't I click? Tell us about the streaming experience. I'm trying to tell you about the streaming experience, Discord, but you won't let me respond. That was so dumb. Okay. Um, relax at the start of the game. Just like actually take the time to focus on your mental. Mental is so important in the game. It's so paramount because when we get amped up, when our heartbeat starts going, we think the game is faster paced than it is. When we watch the game afterwards, you watching those plays, you're like, wow, those seemed really slow. Like, wow, like obviously I shouldn't have gone in. But it's because
Yeah.
your heart rate goes fast, and it suddenly feels like every second is going faster. Like you are part of everything. So just take the time, just relax. The game will
Mhm.
play itself if you are calm. And you can do that through playing multiple ranks. I know it was your first rank back in a while.
Yeah. It's like a month. Yeah. Kind of.
Yeah, maybe play like a co-op versus AI before you go in, just to like get yourself a little bit, back down to earth. Um, you need to be careful doing that because you get like really far ahead and you like start thinking you're God. But just just play, just try to get yourself in a mood to like not be so good. So I will take 15 to 30 seconds to just take breaths at the start of the
Mhm.
game. Just focus on your breathing. Just like block everything out. Champ screen's coming in. Just breathe.
All right.
Second thing, you don't have to contest every objective. So if you want to like, if there's a difficulty to get across the map, you could have vision of something. Just because you have vision of it doesn't mean that you should be there contesting it. Sometimes the vision means that okay, I know I can't contest that, but I know they're there, and I can go get things on the other side of the map. Those things can be as much as putting a deep ward. Your jungle will be there. But knowing where they are is huge.
Mhm.
So, we can check their bot lane jungle. Maybe it's taken, unfortunate. But we can at least put down a ward or a pink ward deep in that jungle that we couldn't have all game because we were too scared to go in And now we have huge vision that protects our jungler or our laners. We are helping out our laners as a jungler, which is our job, without even having to be there because we know that when their jungler is down there, we know when he's clearing his red or whatever you put it on when he comes in, we have vision of him.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and you could take camps too sometimes. You get stuff. Uh, like that's the best you can do. Like, you might get people flaming like, "Oh, why aren't you here?" But you need to ignore that. Your job as a jungler is to be efficient. Your job is not to help your lanes out. Your job is to stay in the game and be efficient as a jungler. Your secondary job is to help your laners out. If you can go help out your laners, you should. But first and
Mm-hmm.
foremost, you should be focusing on yourself. Jungle is a selfish role. A lot of people see it as a support role, and it is, but it's secondary as a support role. Getting gold, getting monsters, way more important.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third thing I have written down here is that you need to focus a little bit more on your vision and your pinks around objectives.
Mm-hmm.
Vel'Koz helped you out a lot there. Their bot lane helped you out a lot there. You bought 2 pinks over the course of that game, and you had them both at the same time. Hey, Alphabet, I saw your question. Give me a sec. Um, so we want to focus just a little bit more. We have 7 by the end of the game. On getting those wards down for objectives.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, what game is this? That's the wrong game. I was like,
That's
what the hell? I was like, I didn't think you had that many. That was a different game. Yeah, you had 4 by the end, but as a jungler, you should have more than that. In a 22-minute game, how many objectives were taken? There was
I think 2 or 3.
here we go.
There you go. Yeah, 5. No.
It's not even set. There's 1 dragon, 2 dragon, 3
And then
dragon,
the Herald.
and then the herald.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, 4.
yeah, there. Yeah, so there are 4 objectives. So you should have at least 4 wards for all that, which you do, but they weren't there.
Mm-hmm.
You ended the game um, with 1 in your inventory. Um, but yeah, like I think you were a little hard on yourself on the work you did during that game. Um, but yeah, just don't be afraid to abuse your strength. Don't be afraid to abuse the enemy's weakness. So we know, like at the start of the game, it was like Warwick needs his blue. Like if you
Mm-hmm.
can get your team, like you have Blitzcrank, if you can get Blitzcrank to come top lane, because like their bot lane isn't super strong level 1. Like yeah, Nautilus will kill him if he gets a hook on him, but like Jin can give that shit up. Like you can just wreck their jungler. I mean, like this is like higher level stuff, but like Blitzcrank comes and just steals their blue from Warwick, like they're fucked, and they did. They killed him, right? So like you having that advantage on him is insane. You could have started his blue. I probably would have started his blue. Um,
Yes,
but and then you would have gotten like it would have been a much safer game.
because I didn't. I saw him like a last second, so I started my red because I was in the pit, and then I dashed in, and then I just saw him like a last second in my blue side, and trying to take my red, and then go to his blue. But they killed Warwick, and my ADC took my blue, and then trying to take his blue, and I failed the smite. I kind of hesitated, and that's a big problem right there. I kind of actually trying to hesitated. So yeah.
Yeah. So if it's a jungler that you need, like you want to abuse for the blue buff, there's a lot of junglers that need that first blue buff. And like look them up, like start to get to know them. It's very important because you as a jungler can really abuse it, especially if their bot side is on the red side. Um, so what you'll do is you'll come in and you'll put down your ward. We talked about it. You put down your ward, you back immediately, you switch to the red trinket, and you come back and you sweep as you go in.
Yep.
And so now you have vision of there, so you know they didn't start there. And then since they didn't start there, they had to start somewhere else. So like worst case scenario, they're at your blue, but at least you trade it. Best case scenario,
Mhm.
they started their red, and now they have no blue.
Yep.
So and you can ask your support to maybe put a ward by your blue if you're gonna try this, all this different stuff. I mean, obviously they killed him in this case, so it's like not totally applicable to every game, but like super strong play to be able to vertical jungle. When their jungler dies in the early game, go take his important buff.
Mm-hmm.
Because the laners want to get to lane. Like everyone wants to get to lane. You can hit level 2 first. If you're level 2 over him, then he should just be crying. Don't be afraid to take winning fights. Like I think that you were inherently scared of Warwick. Level 3, he definitely beats you because he gets a damage reduction ability and CC, right? And
Yep.
he has a heal when he's low on health, and he
Plus
can follow
passive.
your dash, and he gets increased attack damage and movement speed to stay on you when he's low,
Mm-hmm.
right? All scary things for you. But when he's level 1, all he can do is bite you. Like you can dash away from him after that. He's not scary at all before that. He has to use it like right as he starts.
Mm-hmm.
And if he doesn't have his blue buff, he can only do it like 2, 3 times. Um, yeah, just focus on that. Like just knowing a little bit about breakpoints. He has to get W level 2 as well because he doesn't want to get his E because he like it sucks. And even then, he's still missing the movement speed in combat and the extra attack speed.
Mm-hmm.
So you beat him before level 3. Your level 3 sucks because you get the smoke. Like the smoke does like no damage. Like yeah, you can try to abuse it like while he's in it and like get some damage on him, but because he's so tanky, he can just throw up his tank, walk at you, and then fear you, and then heal off you, and sucks.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you never even tried to ult you, which was lucky as well. But you can dash that pretty well or flash it. It's pretty obvious when he tries to do it, in my opinion. Yeah, I think that you were a little bit harsher on yourself. Like you made mistakes, but like you played pretty well. Um, I think a lot of it was because you were getting told by your teammates where to go. And the issue is that this isn't a game where I can see what like I like to hear your thoughts during the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I can hear your voice chat, even if it's to no one, just like play a game, record, like try to talk every time you leave base, where you're going, all that stuff. If you're not doing that, even without recording it, you should practice it. It's really good. It'll actually make you think things out loud. Like, where should I be going? Just ask yourself that. Ask
Yep.
yourself that out loud and answer it out loud. What should I be buying? Ask the same thing. Get in the habit of asking yourself that stuff.
Yeah, just probably in items too sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I noticed you built Executioner's Calling
Yeah, for Warwick, and
for
then for
Warwick,
I just trying to get the what's again the item next item for because they got Warwick,
Black Cleaver.
Nautilus, and then Maokai, and then Maokai can heal, and then Warwick, you have the heals.
Yeah, it's maybe it's not the worst actually buy I've seen. Um, but it's kind of hard for you to spread that stuff. Like in 1v1s and stuff, it's good. But like honestly, at the beginning of the game, these guys aren't healing that much. It only reduces healing by 40%, 30, what is 40%? I forget what the Grievous ones on Executioner are calling us. So it's still doing 60% of the healing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Grievous wound. It doesn't say. Wait, goddamn, tell me. Executioner is 40%. So it's still doing 60%. It looks like all of them are 40 except Katarina and Kled. Um, so like it's good, but it's expensive. Uh, Warwick is probably it's all right on, but I think getting the armor shred probably would have been better.
Mm-hmm.
Because like getting the phage completed means that you get movement speed bonus on all damages, not just auto attacks. But so your Q and your ult will give you movement speed as well.
Yes.
But anyways, I think it was a pretty good game. you played pretty well. Um, just like focus on this stuff. I gave you the 3 things to work on. Relax. Don't have to contest every objective, and make sure you're using your vision when you get
Yeah,
to a
revision.
dragon. Like when you're clearing the dragon, like you should just part of your ritual should be scan. Like I always
Yep.
like to scan as I walk into the base, but the jungler it might make more sense to scan right before you. Uh, like if you know that they're there, it's going to make more sense to use it as a defensive. Think of it as like a defensive
So
shield. It denies all vision in the area except pings.
so yeah. So they say if they put a ward, so you can actually remove the ward.
Yeah,
And probably
you don't have to
just
shoot the ward. You don't have to remove the
yeah.
ward. In fact, oftentimes that's the wrong thing to do. Like save it
Mm,
until you're about to smite. You're getting close to the smite, and then you can scan,
yeah.
clear them all, and then they can't see. So they can't
Oh
time
yeah.
the flash, smite. Especially when you're ahead. That's especially important when
Yeah.
you're in ahead. But yeah. All right, I gotta go. It's 6 for me. But hopefully I helped out a lot with this. I'd love to
Yeah.
see you work on this stuff. Maybe record yourself like for a game and like focus on these things. And I want to see
Hmm.
them come out. I want to see how you do on the game and stuff. Um, but yeah, you little things here and there, and you'll do well. All in all, it was a good game. The fact that you like let your teammates carry you, that's a huge thing.
Yeah. I got carried real hard there, like hard.
But you're not gonna carry every game.
True. Yeah, that's true.
Like jungler, like you were on a carry champion, but like it's important to know that you aren't going to carry every game. You did make mistakes in the fact that you flashed into fights and you tried to, you were like scared early, but then didn't run away. Yeah, that one I didn't understand why you didn't dash over the wall. But um, yeah, like you have that stuff. Just let people carry you when you can, when you have to.
Hmm.
All right, good
Yeah.
luck, man.
Thank you.
All right, I got
Wait,
Alphabet. You still on here?
are you gonna play later or what?
I've got a date.